Good evening, everybody. I want to welcome all EasyTech Data Analysis Cohort 4A students to the amazing project presentation. This is a mini project in which, from the academy, we've given out data sets to our students and they have the opportunity to work on the data. Now, it is expected they collect the data from data source, they clean the data, they analyze the data, they visualize the data, and then give us valuable recommendation. Today is scheduled for their presentation, whereby each student turn on their screen, share their screen, and walk us through their data analysis projects using Microsoft PowerPoint. So we'll be having some set of students who will be making their presentation right away. Let's start taking them one by one. So please, if you're yet to drop your names, kindly drop your name so that we can get to call you. Don't forget you have 5 minutes to make your presentation. Go straight to the point, and then valuable corrections, feedback will be given immediately after your presentation so that everybody gets to learn and then everybody can always adjust where necessary, right? Okay, let's take our first students. Miss Uraola, please, do you want to unmute your mic, share your screen, and walk us
Okay.
through your presentation?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, class. I don't know
Yes,
if everyone is hearing me now.
yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Um, Now my slide is on. Can you see my slide, please?
Yes, I can see your slides.
Okay. Um, Sorry. Okay. So from the data sets, my name is Wurola Akpejua once again. I'm in Cohort 4A and I have 5 minutes for this presentation. I hope that I'm able to explain the best way that I can. Now, the topic of the presentation that I have is phones and social media users reports. That's what I can get from data set that was given to me, the demographics, behavior, and trends, April to May 2024. Introduction. This data set provides insight into the relationship between demographics and this data set provides insight into the relationship between demographics and digital habits. It captures gender, religion, and favorite colors alongside phone type, hours spent online, and preferred social media platforms. Additionally, it tracks monthly income, data, expenses, and savings, offering a perspective on financial habits as well. Next slide. The statement of problem. Despite the high social media usage in Nigeria, user behavior and patterns remain unclear. This study seeks to determine whether social media engagement varies by gender, the preferred phone types across different age groups, and the most popular social media platforms among Nigerian vis-a-vis cost implication in this regard. Now, the process workflow for this assignment was to first and foremost get the data. That's collect the data by downloading the data from the data set that was given to us. The data cleaning. So doing the data cleaning, we were able to check for, I was able to check for to check that there were no um, duplicate rows, as well as also check for okay to check for duplicate rows and to check that we don't have a data set or lines that are not, maybe questions that are not well answered, to also check for blank spaces, and to also ensure that the Sorry, I'm a bit. Please give me a few minutes, please. Okay, the I'm sorry for the delay. Okay, so now I went to an analysis and insight from there, then to data visualization, recommendations, and conclusion. So this is the raw data set that was given to us in the class. We have timestamp. What I understand about this is the timing at which this questionnaire or survey was answered. We have two genders, the female and male gender. Then we have favorite colors. That's depending on the phone type, or depending on people's preferences, what their favorite color would be. Then we have religion, which is obvious, the Islam and the Christian religion. Then we have the age range, where we have below 18, 18 to 25, 26 to 35, and 36 and above. Then we have the states. Then we have whether one prefers iOS or Android phones, how many hours of data, the best, most preferred um, social media that people prefer most. And also we were able to get information as regards monthly income. I mean, now from this data set, there was a whole lot of cleaning that needed to be done, starting from ensuring that we have a filter for the to ensure that for the above, for the costing now, where we have the monthly income and expenses. From the assignment that was given to us, we're just going to determine income above 100K and below 100K, and expenses above 100K and below 100K. So it was obvious that anything that falls above 100K, it was just to, any amount we see was just to change to above 100K, and thus like that. Now, key insights and analysis. At the end of the day, my total distribution came from 134 to 132, because I noticed that there were two lines that it looked like the survey was answered blankly all through. And I took out those two lines. I don't know if I'm correct, because I believe that the person hardly answered any question, and I just had to take out the data because they were all blank. Then the religion type, I found that there were just two religion types. Then checking the state distribution, the number of states, we had 23 states, and we had two basic phone types, iOS or Android. Then the gender distribution, male and female. Then the costing, income versus expenses. Now to my data visualization, this was what I came up with. I was able to come up with the fact that we have gender by distribution, 68 male to 64 female, which shows that looking at the scheme of things, we have an average balance of both gender answering this questionnaire. Then we have top 5 states for at which this questionnaire was able to move around, and we have Lagos topping the chart at 33, followed by Rivers, Ogun, and Oyo. Then we had the daily response trend using the line graph to show the rate at which there were responses to the survey. We could see that by the second and third day of the survey, it was at its peak, and we got many people coming in. Now, distribution by color. From distribution by color, we can see that most preferred color was blue, then black, then white. Then from the phone type gender, we noticed that for Android phones, more males preferred Android than female, and meanwhile more female preferred iOS phones than Android phones from the analysis. Then to the age by phone type, it was obvious that people within the age of 18 to 25 preferred iOS phones than Android phones, while people above 26 and above, it looked like they preferred more of Android phones. Now, distribution by social media, I was able to come up with the fact that from the data that WhatsApp was the most used social media with 107 users, people saying that they preferred WhatsApp more. And you can see Instagram next, then Twitter, and thereabout. Then monthly expense by average and monthly income by phone type. Looking at the data that I have, the graph that shows is showing the female and the male. The people that spent the average expense above 100K and below 100K, using by gender, it showed to me, just depicts that both genders actually expend a lot because there was no material difference. Above 100K, we had males topping the charts at 38, while female at 37. So we could see that there was always expense also for the income. For me, the data that I was seeing did not really show that. It showed that both genders were expending a lot on both sides. Now, recommendation at the end of the day for me, looking at the data survey, saying that Lagos market looks like it has the economic presence to be taken advantage of. Having Lagos topping the states, is obvious that if we have marketers in the room, they should focus more on the Lagos market. And I noticed that iOS phone types are more preferred by young minds and females. So the design of iOS should be tailored towards providing feminist, a female style, or one that appeals to younger generation, while the Android phones, it looks like the older generation preferred the Android phones. Now, we another recommendation that I noticed is that WhatsApp dominates the social media distribution. So it's obvious that more people prefer the WhatsApp as a medium of social media to communicate and do their business or whatever it is. So WhatsApp can be a good marketing platform to leverage on, and we have Instagram and others there, but it looks like a lot more people prefer WhatsApp. Now, my recommendations, just like I've mentioned earlier, I'm saying focus on top 3 states. Lagos as the economic hub has the highest response. Phone sellers can prioritize these key markets. Target phone designs by age groups, which I've mentioned. I should cater more to 18 to 25 years old, while others should focus on other age groups. Maximize WhatsApp for marketing, then optimize color preferences. It's obvious people that the phone sellers can do more into purchasing blue, black, and white types of phone for the market that they are selling to, because these are the most preferred colors. Now, the limitations that I noticed is the fact that the data set of 132 people may be too small to make accurate decision for a larger population or a country. Then streamlining social media choice. I noticed that in the data set, people were to choose the 3 social medias that they preferred. Maybe if we had asked them to choose one, would have maybe gotten better results. Now, missing demographic representation, in my opinion, I think the survey did not include questions for people who dislike social media or phones, and people who do not like the social media age. So I feel that this demographic was missing in my analysis. Thank you. Back to the class now.
Hmm. This is beautiful. No, before you stop sharing, please, before you stop sharing, let's take review now. I
Okay,
must
sir.
confess, even personally, I'm greatly impressed. Fortune, are you there? Let's take Let's take feedback from Fortune and then I can come in. Miss Fortune, please, we'd love to hear you. Let's have your feedback, please.
Yes, good evening. Can I be heard?
Yes.
All right. That was very well done, very clean cut, very concise. In fact, visually, the presentation is so well done. Frankly, I'm so amazed that you could do this after just 1 month
Thank you,
of
ma.
this class. Just I'm floored by how well it is done. So, compliment wise, very, very great job. Very, very great job. So I think I'll get to Mr. Israel for the picking apart and the review. But overall, I just want to tell you that you did very, very well.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Miss Fortune. I appreciate you. Yes, it's a great job. But please, can you go back to the slide? Yes. So the first I want to start with is I will love number one, time management. Yeah. So let's say you are called for an interview and it's okay in 5 minutes, please can you walk us through your project? When they tell you 5 minutes, they know that if it exceeds 5 minutes is a no for them. So that's one. I would love you to keep to time. And to other students who will be presenting today, please let's always keep to time. So please, 5 minutes is 5 minutes. So that others also can also take their presentation. We can also review and leave on time. So that's one. For me, it's a great job. The colors, I love those colors. I love the alignment, the communication, the flow. No, no, no. This is an awesome job. This is an awesome job. But so I've written so many things here. One, the beautiful slides. It's not about the beautiful slide. That's not where the goal is actually. Yeah. But I also love when your slides align. The color, it's not too noisy, it's not too shouting, it's not too distracting. Yeah. So I love those slides, the way they are arranged. Good, that's one. The color, the color choice was also top notch for me. The colors align. It's not like the first slide is different from the second slide, the third slide. No, the colors align. I love that also. The presentation strategy method, they started with the homepage to the introduction to the problem statements. The alignment actually stood up for me. When you go to visualization, recommendation, limitation, everything actually aligns. And not only that, but the way you are communicating, it really shows you understood the project. No doubt. No doubt. You understood. And this is no. It's top notch for me. Top notch for me. So that's another thing I want to speak about. The screenshot are neatly placed. Yeah, and it's a great job. All right, well, let's look at a few things together. For the title speaks well, no doubt. The title speaks well. Yeah. So let's move to slide 5. Okay, so the introduction, yes, very good. But like now, when I saw this screenshot, I was like, hey, I'm like, hey, so please, I would love you to, when you are making screenshots, when you are making slide, make it very neat. So this upper part of the Excel part, all
Okay.
this ribbon, yeah, the ribbon, so you can also grip it up. And also
Okay,
even
sir.
the down part also, the
Okay,
down
sir.
part also, your PC is showing everything, so you can also cut it so that at least we have a larger and we know where to focus our attention on. You already told us that it's an Excel project, so the screenshot, I just believe it should be neatly done. All right. I love your slide 6. I love it. I love the way it's been arranged. Can you take us to slide 6?
Okay,
Just
sir.
to compliment you on that. So I love this, neatly done. And I can see the alignment, from total distribution, this those who registered or those who fill the form, number of religions. No, I actually love that. That really stood out for me. And let's go to slide 7, and that's where I really want to. All right, so the first I want to do is to compliment you. This is a great job, no doubt. This is a great job. But one thing that came to my mind is I don't know why the title is the title on the homepage is
It's deep.
different from the title. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to tell us why? I don't know.
I think that was the title was I forgot to I done this, then I was looking at it again, then I forgot to adjust it and screenshot again on my Excel page. Sorry about that.
Okay, actually it's fine. Yeah, I was able to spot that out. All right, so that is that. Now, when you are making virtual,
Okay,
after
sir.
the title, the
Mm,
next thing is the insights.
okay.
Yeah. So if you check the one we did in class, you discover that we did some, we
The
call it key
icons.
insights. Exactly. So let it be also be part of your visualization. Yeah.
Okay,
Let it be
sir.
part of so it makes it also look very great. I have more. And also another thing I also love is alignment. Like if you do it for this chart, I just love that alignment. So if you're using color blue, I would just love color blue or true. Or if you're using two colors, let those two colors actually are aligned around all your visuals. So what I
Okay,
just
sir.
just for you to maybe just work on it. If you check this top 5 states, you discover that the background is a bit white. And if you check for
Yeah.
others generally now, so it's not really
Yeah.
white. So you can just make it. In fact, you did a great job here. Look at the daily response trend. Yeah, this will actually depict it. And your male, female, I don't know why it's black, so you can change the color because other colors, the data label is yeah.
Is
So
okay. Yeah. Yes.
so you can just change the color.
Okay.
Now, another one also that is very obvious, and I want you to work on it like as fast as possible because you just need to work on it. Is the distribution by color. Hey, look at it yourself. I'm unable to understand that chart. I'm unable to
Okay.
understand. Look at it. Look at the numbers of.
Okay, I think I was
um,
confused about
Okay,
doing that because the colors were much and it didn't ask us to pick five or three or top two. So they were quite much, and I was trying to look for a data that would show the representation of everything all together. I think that was
okay. Yes, thank you
no,
so
I
much.
mean the charts. Okay.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, so sometimes you might be
Okay.
asked some specific questions. Yes,
Mm,
I'll face that a lot. You might be asked some specific questions. But you as an analyst, the goal is to simplify data, to make it
okay.
much more understandable, much more
Okay.
interpretable, much more accessible for your
Mm,
audience. Now, if you look at these charts, does it answer those questions? Of course, no. I'm
okay.
unable to really understand. I'm unable to interpret because it's just too much. Now, what do you do? That's where the concept of breaking it into chunks. You can break
Okay.
it. Now, you have all these colors. Can you just tell us the top three? Can you
Okay.
tell us the top five? Can you tell us the top seven, depending on the chart you are using? So even though if you are using a bar chart to depict this, I don't expect you to now use 100 bars. How do you want me
Okay.
to my brain to interpret? So you can just tell us, oh, the top five or
Okay.
bottom five, so that we can make decision from the top five, or we make decision from the bottom five, or bottom six, or bottom four, whichever one you want to actually let us see. So for this
Okay.
chart, for me, you can minimize it to let's say top three, top
Okay.
four, top five, distribution by color. So this actually carries a lot of weight.
Okay,
All
sir.
right, so phone type by gender. I love this, but I don't know why you're not introducing another color. But well, that's fine. But
Pink for the female, I don't know, and the male being blue. That was what I just.
okay, that's
That
fine.
was all.
That's fine. All right, so the monthly expense average by gender. For me, I'm like, I don't really understand what is going on. Do you want to explain? Do you want to interpret? I'm just seeing this line, this one is going this way, this one is coming this way. Do you want to explain these charts? What's
Okay,
going on?
sir. The monthly expense average by gender above 100K is the blue chart, is the blue line. Then below 100K is the orange brownish line.
All right, thank you so much. I actually understood you very well, but there are other charts I feel you can use to depict
Okay.
that particular question, and it gets to relate the answer much more better. So
Okay,
because
sir.
that line, crossing those lines, crossing each other, so I'm a bit confused. If I'm a
Okay,
newbie,
sir.
I'm your manager now. I'm not a data analyst.
Okay,
My
sir.
wife, what's going on here? Is it that from male to female? Is it that they are crossing? I don't know. But when you just use either a column chart or a bar chart, so we can easily
Okay.
see the bars and also even the
Okay.
numbers too. So you can use a clustered bar charts, yeah, or a clustered column charts to depict this, and it will give you what you want. So you can try it out, and if you are stuck, I'm much more available to assist you.
Okay, sir.
The recommendation now. Now, when you are putting it on slide,
Mm.
you don't need to add recommendation to your visual. Yeah, you don't need to
Okay.
because recommendation is one of the. But now, let's say for example, let's say if you want to just put it on LinkedIn, you might put the recommendation there as part of
Okay.
your visual. But
Okay,
now,
sir.
since you are making a PowerPoint presentation, you are presenting it, and also we are making decision based on the recommendation that are given out to us. So recommendation is key.
Mm.
So, and that's why we have an entire slide for it. So you
Mm.
might not need to really put it alongside here. Right? So you
Okay,
can do
sir.
what? Exclude it since you already have it. But if you are posting it on LinkedIn or Twitter or you are documenting it, you can leave it. Right?
Okay,
So,
sir.
but since we are having it on the PowerPoint slide, so you can just take it out because it's already having a whole section. So I believe that is also cool. This chart is a bit confusing. I don't know why. Monthly income by phone type, monthly income by phone type, monthly income by phone type,
Mm.
monthly income by phone type. I'm also struggling to understand this. I'm a bit struggling. Hold on, please. Let me also change my layout. I want to change my layout. I want to change to full screen so I can see your screen much better. Okay. All right. So this monthly
Should
income by
I
phone
quickly
type.
explain it?
Okay. You want
The
to
the
explain this?
the blue column is showing above 100, and it's showing that for people that use Android, we have 44 people within that space, that people that have above 100K as their monthly income, 44
Okay
people use
now. Okay now.
Android,
Yeah. I
27 use
yes I got
iOS.
you right. But I want
Yes.
to. Can you read the title? What's the title?
Monthly income by phone type.
Okay. Which month is this now? Oh, you say
Uh,
month. Yeah.
monthly income. Okay, monthly
Mm,
income. Monthly income.
mm,
Okay, okay, okay,
So the title and the chart.
okay.
What do you see? When you say
Showing the,
monthly.
I think is the monthly. Yes, the monthly. But the data set shows April to May. So I just, okay, so I think maybe a better chart can then show us the month, the phone type, and the income, because there are three things now.
Yes, it's very, very possible. Yeah. So, but this title and these charts, I don't think they are in alignment. When you see
Okay.
monthly income by phone type, in fact, I don't even need to see above 100K, below 100K. Monthly
Okay.
income,
You just
monthly
have
income,
seen the month. Okay.
exactly the months and with the phone type. Well, I don't know, but this title, I don't know, and these charts, both of them are not really in alignment. Okay. So I believe with this viewpoint of mine, we can just work on these little corrections. We are going to come up with something much more beautiful, much more robust and top notch. For me, I believe I've done justice to this slide. Thank you so much. I love the recommendation, the limitation, and the salutation. Thank you so much. It's a well done job. I appreciate you, Miss Uraola. Keep it up.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Let's
sir.
have let's have the next students now. Let's have our next students. Let's take Miss Life is not fully prepared. Okay, maybe let's take Mr. Nsekak. Mr. Nsekak, let's have you now, please. So you can just share your screen and walk us through your presentation.
Okay, sir.
Mr.
This
Nsekak,
coming.
4
Yes,
minutes,
yes.
30 seconds to go. Your time is counting already. Are we safe waiting?
Sorry, I'm having some slight technical difficulty.
If you have issues sharing your
Okay,
screen, please let us know. I can always help you out.
should be coming up now.
All right, thank you so much.
I believe it's visible now, please.
Yes, but I don't know why there's echo from your end. Yes, you can go ahead, sir.
Okay, this is a project done on behalf of, sorry.
He left. Let's take the next student. Is Mr. Okoyemi ready? Mr. Okoyemi, can we take you now?
All right,
Mr.
good evening,
Network
everyone.
because of network. Let's take Mr. Akwe while we
All right,
wait for
shortly
Mr.
my slide will be showing up.
All right, sir.
Let's wait in a moment.
Please, 5 minutes, sir.
Okay, sir. Can we see my screen? Can we see my screen? Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Can we see my screen?
Yes, I can see, sir.
All right, good evening, everyone.
Do you want to share your full screen, sir? Your full screen. I believe
Yes, sir.
we enjoy it more better.
Yeah, can you see right now?
Yes, I can see it.
All right. Good evening, everyone, once again. My name is Opeyemi Ajayde. I'm here to present my mini project this evening titled Digital Footprint Report.
Okay, Mr.
From
Akwe, please do us a favor, please. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know maybe you are moving the screen or your slide rather, but it's just static at this point. It's static. So
okay,
please, if you don't
okay.
mind, stop sharing and sharing your entire screen so that we can enjoy the whole interface. So it's like it's static, and I don't know why.
Is it moving?
Not at all.
Or like this?
Not at all.
Okay,
So you might stop sharing and share your entire
sorry
screen.
about
And please,
sorry
for all
about
those who will be sharing their screen, please do share your entire screen so that you get to.
Can we see right now?
Yes, it's moving now. It's
All
moving now.
right. All right, the title of the mini project is Digital Footprint Report from April to May 2024. Can we hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
All right, introduction. The introductions to that project, this project tries to look into the exciting world of digital footprint report from April to May 2024, where information from the data set given tells about a story of the three most social media apps used by the genders: phone type, colors, and phone users, monthly income, and their religion across the selected states in Nigeria. Problem statement. Due to the growing digital industry as a sustainable communication platform, our organization's data reflects inadequate information. By identifying core segments and insight within the digital footprint data, however, I aim to optimize strategies, improve the social media app, and drive growth in this digital world. Okay, process workflow. The process workflow starts from the data connection to conclusion. Data collection will collect the data, the raw one, clean it, which is data cleaning, and analyze with the insight, followed by the data visualization, recommendation, and the conclusion part of the project. Unclean data set. We have been given the unclean data set to clean, to make it clean, and we have the header, the states, times, stamp, gender, favorite color, religion, age, range, states, iOS or Android, how many hours do you spend online, how much do you spend on data, three most used social media, monthly income range, average monthly expenses, and monthly savings. Among the two genders, the colors of the phone type, religion, we're talking about the Muslim and Christian, the age range, then the selected state in Nigeria. where we move to the data cleaning process. From the data given to us, we will be able to filter, sorted data, and recalculated the values using different formulas and functions. Apply text to columns, find and select on the required columns. Formatted a table to a standard Excel worksheet. Having said that, we move to the clean data set. After being cleaned, the unclean data set, so we arrive to this clean data set. Be able to separate the date, time, gender, favorite color, religion, age range, state, iOS or Android, which is the phone type, how many hours do you spend online, how much do you spend on a data weekly, three most used social media app, monthly income range, average monthly expenses, and the income. After that, move to the insight. What are the insights derived from the data given? Called digital footprints. These are the insights and analysis. One, total phone type. We have two types of phone, which is iOS and Android. Total monthly income. We will be able to have the total amount of the income for all the states selected. Most social media app, which is three. Total weekly data spent. We'll be able to make the total of all the data spent from the beginning to the last state selected. Total number of states, we have 25. And total monthly savings so far, 8,572, sorry, 8,572,300. And the total gender, two, that is male and female. From there, we move to the data visualization. EasyTech Digital Footprint Dashboard from April to May 2024. Don't forget, we have the data set that stated April to May 2024. We have the visual card here, total phone type, total monthly income, most social media hour, total weekly data spent, total number of states, total monthly savings, and total gender. We have the chart here, daily response trend. Be able to use the line trend. We have distribution by color. Distribution by color. We'll be able to have the selected phone type that stated that iOS taken the highest, followed by the Android. From the data given to us, we could be able to see states that use both iOS and Android. Then we have the top 5 states. We have Lagos take the highest, followed by the Rivers, followed by the Oyo State. Then we have Edo and Ogun that have the same position. We move to the gender by distribution. Based on the data set given to us, female carry the highest percentage, which is 61%, while male carry 39%. We move to the monthly income by phone type. Okay, so monthly income by phone type, we'll be able to see that iOS carry the highest, and followed by the Android. We have the group of their month that they monthly grouped based on the questions that guide us through that we should have below and above 100. We move to the phone type agenda. We have Android and iOS. iOS carry the highest, that states 76%, and Android 57. Age by phone type. We've been able to group the age. We have below 18, we have 18 to 25, we have 36 and above. 36 and above, then we have 26 to 35. 26 to 35 carries the highest that used, that make use of the phone type, followed by the 36 and above. We have 18 to 25, then last below 18. Then we have distribution of social media. The social media, talking about Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, and the likes. So we're able to have the line to demonstrate that. Monthly expenses by gender. We have been told, based on the questions guide us through, we'll be able to group them. So gender, that makes most monthly expenses, 80, then below 52. Monthly income by phone type, we have 75%, then we have 57. It has been grouped based on the questions given to us below 100,000, above 100,000. We have gender. We're talking about the other insight. The other insight we can derive. We use pie charts to demonstrate that. Gender by states. Female carry 61%, male carry 39%. We move to the recommendation. Recommendations. The recommendation we have for the company states that the company should organize training, virtual and physical, for effective use of iOS and Android, that is, phone type. Bullet 2. The company should collaborate with the states across Nigeria for digital empowerment. Bullet 3. The company should encourage phone users appropriately regarding the benefits of using social media. Limitation. Limitations state that inadequate data connection of a company's data footprint matters compared with other similar companies in order to appraise and upgrade strategies. Conclusion. This project created a broad and understandable dashboard next to insight and recommendations using the provided dataset, which will help better the company's digital footprint affair. Thank you.
Please, a round of applause to Mr. Okoyemi. This is profound. Thank you so much, Mr. Okoyemi. But let me start by saying the time. I know what to do now. Please, when you exceed 5 minutes, I'm going to stop you. Please, if you exceed 5 minutes, I'm going to stop you. Yes, I'm enjoying the presentation, but no, now let's also look at time. We have a lot of students who wants to make their presentation. So please, I might be stopping you whenever you hit the 5 minutes.
Apologies.
All right, it's fine. Thank you, sir. Okay. So, Mr. Kwem, let me just tell you my honest feedback. When you were presenting, I was just smiling. The first thing was the way you were presenting. I actually love it. You are presenting to directors. I love that a lot. But don't mind me. So, my own is I just love you to be, always smart. But we can all not be the same. That was constant. But I actually love your presentation. I love the way you're emphasizing on some points, the intonation, you're like, hey. I was not like, let me just tell you this. Like, am I in? Well, it's fine, actually, it's fine. Well done, sir. Okay, so let me quickly go through the feedback. The first thing I observed was the title. Can we please go to the title, please? That's the homepage, the title. When you say, sir, for me, when you say digital footprint, for me, is very far from the data set. I don't want us to just like drag it, but I would also want us to just sit in that direction. When you say digital footprint, is very far from the data set. In fact, let me even tell you, when I saw the title, I went online straight because I don't know all. Then I look at digital footprints and the data set provided. Now, what I'm trying to say here is this: the data set already captures. We can capture a direction. Let me use that word. Because when you say footprint, I cannot tie it to anything. I cannot tie it. I'll be struggling to tie it. When you say data footprint, what comes to my mind is, or when I check online, is it refers to the trail of data you leave when using the internet. And if you check the columns, it's not really very close. Yeah, it's not really very, very close to data we have. Now look at it. They have told us social media. Yes, I can easily relate with it because I have some specific columns that deal with social media, and then I can easily tie it. I can easily find relatable meaning as a layman. When you say data footprint is just very large, and the data actually did not even cover much. A more simpler title that really focus on the direction or captures a very large amount of the data. I mean, of the columns. Just like the columns, you have the day, you have the month, you have the days, and the just speak a much more, you know, focused or a more.
All right, sir.
The data.
I cannot hear you. Hello.
Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes, is that his network is a technical. Okay, okay, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
So you're glitching, so we could not hear you.
Hello, I think there should be technical issues. All right, all right.
Okay, I'm back now. I'm back now. Yes. I don't know when my network actually got me off the meeting. Right, I'm back. Okay, so please, I was saying, even the word digital, when you say digital, is a very large word. Yeah, it's a very bogus word or keyword. Let me use that word. So, and it's very a bit far from the data. So I would just love a much more close title. When you say sales dashboard, I know where I'm going to. So, oh, this is sales. You know, it's being tied to it. So please, I just love a more relatable title around that. So that's one. I love the color choice, you know, the blue color. I love the logo, but just giving. I love it. I love the title. Sorry, the colors, you know, the way they are being arranged. I love that. So please, I'll move to the next slide. And also, when you were making your presentation, I discovered you were just reading. So please, you know, this is a project presentation. It's expected that you have 70% knowledge. Then you just talk, and then the slide will just be like a guide. Yeah, then the slide just be like, because we can understand what is on the slide. So when you just speak, then we can just follow through with the slide. So it makes it much more like win-win for us. But when you are reading it and we are reading it alongside with you, I don't know. But please, when you're making project presentation, it's expected that you have mastery of it. Just walk us through. Don't read the slide. When you're doing introduction, you were reading, statement, reading, first workflow, reading. So please, I would just love you to, you know, just tell us your mind, what you've done, research I've done, and then let us who are listening read the slides. I believe that will be much more better. That's for my
All right.
end. I just move to
Thanks.
6 because of time. Like
Slide.
it should be 7, but 6. I want the visual now. Yeah, okay. Visual should be, I don't know, maybe around 8. I don't know. The visual. I love your slide 8. That's the insight. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I love your insight. That's like it. I'm move to slide 9. Okay, good. Your visual. Yes, this is what I'm going to. All right. This is the data visualization, and I love the way you've done it, the color choice and that. This stood out. This stood out. But I just have a few questions. I don't know why you've done this. So if you look at this particular chart called daily response trend, I just look at that. I don't really understand what's going on. Why am I seeing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? What does it mean? When you say daily, I'm expecting maybe is it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's what I'm expecting. Or I'm expecting, I don't know, but I don't know why I'm seeing 0 to 30. And also, I'm very sure the data set does not cover from 0 to 30. So I don't know how we're able to achieve it.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Based on the data given, it was discovered that we have some the income that was stated not sure and the likes. So I assume that, okay, for the fact that you are not given, what we are expecting, so I assume. So that is my own understanding.
Okay, okay, sir.
I'm stand to be corrected, sir.
Okay, sir. When you say daily response trend, what comes to my mind is, let's say on day 1, how many respondents, how many people fill the form or give us the information? Day 2, how many persons? Or let's say maybe on Monday, how many persons? Or let's say
Okay.
the data captures just 2 months. And also, it's not the entire 2 months. I'm very sure about that. I've worked on the data set. It's not the entire, but if you look at this daily response trend, it shows that students are filling the form from day 1 to the last day. Now look at another thing again also. If I sum up all this number, does it result to the total responses? Mr. Akwe, I think you understand that question.
Yes,
Like,
I'm getting now.
So if I sum up all these figures, all these numbers, I can see they are large, they're very large, and it's cut across from 0 to 30th. I'm like, hey, no. So, and also if I sum this number, does it accumulate the total response that was collated? Of course, it's no. So that chart, I'm suspecting it. I'm suspecting that chart. So I love this one. The distribution by color, this stood out. Oh, distribution by color, this stood out. But Mr. Akwe, please, let's look at this together. Distribution by color. Now, which color is the most? Which color is the least? Can you see the slide? Yes, can you see the chart rather?
Yes.
Distribution by color. So which color is the most? Or which color is the least? I don't know, but which color is the color? I'm expecting red, blue. You want to tell us what's going on?
Okay. Well, what I did there was that I, for the fact that I used the color to make it, because it was being arranged in the sense that, so that it will, based on my own understanding anyway, like I said, I'm stand to be corrected. So we have iOS as the top. So the color that was stated, I think I need to check my pivot, because it really categorize them in a way that it's basic, in a numeric way. Let me put it that way.
Okay, thank you so much. I actually understood that. Okay, so now this is a mini project. I think
Okay.
there's no there is, I'm not holding anybody. No, I want you to do something from what you plan, and you have come up with this. So that's the goal. And also to see you make presentation, at least to prepare you for, because okay, so what am I going to is when you give us a title, people wants to align title with your chart. When you say distribution by color, what comes to my mind is I want to see the color. Which color do people love more? Is it the white? Is it the green? Is it the yellow? That's what is coming to my mind. Exactly. So if your chart is now saying I'm seeing iOS, Android, it's far. So what I'll just say is look at your pivots, look at the questions, look at the columns that align to your question. Yeah. So I believe that solves the problem. So if you just look at the column, so you use the column that has that particular words color, and then you apply it. I believe you have it. So please just look at your chart, and I believe you have something good.
Okay, sir.
So some chart are not really clear from here. I don't know why. Increase my brightness. But I don't know. Top 5 states. Okay, I can see. What is the name of the states? I'm struggling to see from here, but
Yes, Lagos.
Okay,
Lagos.
Perfect.
Lagos,
Perfect.
yes.
Perfect. Okay, so age. I love this also. I love this. Income. Okay, now look at this chart. In monthly income by phone type. Monthly income by phone type. Now, when you say monthly income, I can see the monthly income because we have grouped it. Those that falls below 100K and those that fall above 100K. But my question is this: when you say monthly income by phone type, now which of the phone type is it
The
giving?
phone type should be stated. I get you right, sir. Because
Exactly.
I get you. I get right. Is the name of the phone type supposed to be stated?
Exactly.
Like I said, the percentage. You look at the others. The chart there, you can see that the phone type that takes the highest was iOS. So apologies for that. I suppose it's supposed to be the name of the phone type.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. That is analysis. So permit me to just let's open it well. Now,
Okay, sir.
yes, iOS can be the top, but when it now comes to the subcategories now, we're not looking at it based on monthly income. It's possible iOS may not be at the top. Do you agree to it?
Okay, sir.
No, generally, let's say when we did the analysis, generally it was iOS, no problem. But when you are now looking at it, you have entered it based on their income. It may not, I'm not sure now, or let me just say, I'm not sure because we have not done it. It may not be iOS, it may not be Android that might be at the top for less than 100K. Well, look, just like we are filtering it further, we further check. Okay, those who are even making below 100K, do they still prefer iOS? That's what the question wants to focus on. So it's not just the general. The general is iOS. We read about that. We want to now see their income. Income can affect the type of food they use. Yes. Yes. If I'm earning more, of course now, I'm also going to use something. And if I'm earning less, but we're not sure if the data we want to use to judge. Yeah. So please, I love that. And also there's a chart I don't really understand. And this is distribution of social media. Yay. Yay. Mr. Akwe, distribution.
Yes, sir. I'm with you, sir.
I don't understand what's going on. I don't just understand. Distribution of social media.
Okay, based on the sorry, sir, sorry for cutting. Based on the questions given to us, stated distribution of social media. Even I personally, in the first instance, I was confused. To be honest, I was confused. Okay, what is the distribution of social media? Okay, we are talking about the social media, the three most social media. So that was the reason why I have the line train. So
Okay.
apologies, sir.
Mr. Akwe now. These apologies. This mini project. So this is just one more training. So so let's just be open to this. So when you're saying apologies, it's like you have offended me. You have not, sir. Please,
No, you are my tutor, sir.
You have not, sir. So okay.
You are my guide, sir.
So when it comes to distribution now, when you check the data set and the way it's being fed, we all know that column needs a lot of cleaning. It needs a lot of cleaning. And that's why the idea of breaking it, you discover that some persons filled more than one. Somebody's told me, I love Facebook, I love Twitter, I love Instagram. That's 3. But to make your analysis very easy, you can break the 2. Like remove the 2, just limit it to just 1. Because if you ask me now, what's my best food or what food do I prefer, I'm going to give you my best food as the number 1. So why don't you just pick only the number 1? You can use split to column to work on that particular column and then pick their favorite or their first choice. Yeah. So when you have that, the analysis becomes, visualization becomes more easy. Please, the goal of visualization is to make data not complex. Is to make data much more easy. to understand. When you create your visual and I'm still not understanding my data, it's another, I don't know. So please, the goal of visualization is to make our data much more easy to interpret, much more easy to understand, much more easy to do what? To access. So please, I'd love you to work on
Notice.
that. And also, but this issue is data cleaning. Data cleaning is the issue at this point. So please, work on that. Also, I spoke around recommendation on your visual, so you can work around that.
Yes.
So
All right.
now, another headache I had was recommendation. Can you take me to recommendation? Recommendation. Also have issue with this. Sorry, please, let me just point it to you, and then I just move on. This slide 9, please. Slide 9. This
9.
gender. Yes, 9 again, please. Yes, this gender 9. Slide 9. Now this gender.
It's
When
like
you say monthly expense by gender, I cannot find gender. Can you see that now? Monthly expense by gender. Can you see it?
okay. Okay.
So I can see the monthly expense, but I don't know the gender. So is it male or female? When it comes to below 100K, is it male or female? When it comes to above 100K, I don't know which one is also at the top. So I need to see it because let's let's do close marking with the title. Monthly expense by gender. I cannot see gender, but I can see the monthly expense. So it's like you're answering a part, you're not completing it. So I would love you to work on that also. Okay, now look at slide 10, sir. Hmm. Hmm. The company should organize training, either physical or virtual, for effective use of iOS and Android. Sir, my question is very simple now. Which of the charts answers this question? Why do you want us to organize training? Which of the from the visualization?
Okay. In my own perspective, okay, I come up with the recommendations to the companies because not virtually everyone that know how to make use of the phone type effectively. So that was the reason why I come up with this point.
All right, thank you so much. Now,
Yes.
I'm talking like the manager at this
Okay.
point or
Oh,
decision maker.
you
So,
are welcome, sir.
any any recommendation you are giving me, I want
Okay,
to
sir.
be data driven. I want it to be data driven.
Okay.
And I want to, about the way I love the combination to be done is you take us to the chart, you show us, sir, look, for example, now, from this chart, it is shown that Lagos State is small. We should do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. From the chart, let it be from the charts.
Okay.
We're not just making decision. Now, this decision may not apply to our data. Yes, and of course, it does not apply. So please, any decision we're making, any recommendation we're making must be in line with our data. Look at the definition of data analysis. What is definition? It's the process of extracting a pattern
Yes,
from
sir.
data to draw meaningful. You are drawing a trend from data to draw conclusion. It's not, I'm not just using head, you're not using internet, not just racking something. And also the recommendation applies to the three. We are giving when you mentioned the first one, I said no. The second one, I said no. The third one, I said no. None of these recommendations actually align with the data or with the visual or with the dashboard. So please, I would love you to have, it's not a must is three. If it's one, I believe it's enough. So let the recommendation actually align with one of the charts or two of the charts or three of the charts, whichever chart you might want to let us know. Yeah, so I will greatly appreciate that.
All
Okay,
right, sir.
conclusion now. Conclusion. Okay, limitation now. Limitation now. Okay, I also have issue with limitation. Inadequate data collection of the company's digital. The issue I have is with this limitation is 2 meters. I don't understand.
All right. Let me just say one thing about that.
Yes,
Permit me to say that. All right. From the data given to us, I discovered that there are some mixing information. That's one, and of course we are there to clean it up. So they were not the data given to us was not in details. This, for instance, those that are saying, okay, not sure, will be able to say like D, G, G, and all the likes. And so that was the reason why it's okay. Inadequate data connections of the company with that. So you are not really in details. and not really in full information. So that was the reason why I come with
Okay, Mr. Akwe,
the
thank you
short
so much.
comment.
I got
Yes,
that.
sir.
Okay, Mr. Akwe, I got that. Okay, when you say there's missing information, if you give me that as the limitation, I will agree with you 100%. 100%. But this limitation does not really align because look at this limitation now. You said inadequate data collection with the company's data footprint matters compared with other similar companies. Ah, which company are you comparing with? And
Okay.
also, it's not stop there. You have to- in order to appraise. Ah, I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm
Okay.
lost. So okay, what I'll just say is just mention some valid limitation. Oh, missing information. And also there is no how there will always be missing information. And that's where data cleaning comes in place. Oh, somebody did not fill this, or data validation comes in place, whereby you get to fill all those things. Or data is incomplete, you don't have enough data to justify your point, and all those things. So you have valid limitation. But this limitation you just give us, uh, for my own end, I don't think it's actually aligned because you're trying to like you're doing comparison now from this limitation. And I don't know the company are also it's not I cannot do comparison, but ah, it's not stated. And
Oh,
to be focused on us, like it will be very heavy on us to actually make decision. And also, even
oh,
though we are comparing now, at least we ought to have it also like, oh, you are comparing with this company, you are comparing with that particular organization, you are comparing with. So I think we have something we are comparing with. Oh, so just maybe for me, just need to beat it a bit low so that yeah, let me just end it here because well, Mr. Okoyemi, I must be honest with you, you have done a great job. But I would love you to work on this little, and then I can't wait to see the corrections, modification that will be
oh,
shared after this session. Thank you so much for the time spent. I know you have
thank
done a
you, sir.
good job. Like the data set is not easy. Me too, I know. I know. But
Actually, I've done something that I did not even follow the questions attached to that. It wasted all my time. Despite all my busy schedule, not sleeping and all that, it is
I
well.
can live.
Thank you so much, sir.
I can live. Well done. Thank you so much. This is
Thank you,
nice.
sir.
Let's have the next student. Mr. Hansi Clark, are you ready for us? Mr.
Yes,
Hansi Clark.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's have the next, please. Let's have the next, please. I am enjoying this presentation. Like, I'm enjoying it. Thank you so much for all those who have presented. You have done a great job. That's why I said I'm going to teach you 1+1. Then do expect 1+1 in your project. Do expect 1+1 in your first assessment. Do expect 1+1 in your final projects. All right, let's have it now. Your mic.
Sorry, is the screen visible now?
Yes, sir. 5 minutes, please.
Okay, this is a project done on behalf of Better Life for the People. It's an NGO in conjunction with EasyTech, done by
Mr.
Sika.
Sorry,
Please.
sorry to start the correction now. Please, you might need to greet your audience. I don't expect you to just jump into your PowerPoint slide and start.
Oh, okay. I was trying to keep to the time. Sorry, sir.
All right, it's fine, sir. It's fine, sir.
Good evening, my senior instructor and co-instructor and my fellow student. Good evening to everyone. This is a survey done on behalf of Better Life for Good People, and it is done by Sikak Abasiona in March 2025. It is done in conjunction with Easy Technology. And we're looking at impact of phone and data expenditure on monthly income and savings. And the title is Impact of Phone and Data Expenditure on Monthly Income and Savings. I have issue with the slide. It's not moving as I'm clicking.
Can you do me a favor if it's possible? If you can share it my DM, I can help you project it while you just go ahead with the presentation. So
Okay, sir.
maybe you can share your slide with me. But let's take the other students. Let's take another student so that you can share that with me and then I can help you project it. Mr. Boluwaji, are you good to go? Mr. Boluwaji, are you good to go? While we wait for Mr. Isika to share his project with me, that can help him project it. So you can stop sharing. I don't know. You can stop sharing while Mr. Boluwaji take over. So please, Mr. Isika, I'll be expecting your slide on my DM that can help you present it. Mr. Boluwaji, are you there? I don't think it's on this call. I cannot find you. Mr. Boluwaji.
Yeah,
Mr.
good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Good
Okay,
evening,
yes,
sir.
yes, good evening,
Yes.
sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Yes, good evening, sir.
All right. Is my screen up now?
Yes, it is on. It's up.
Okay, thank you. All right. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. My name is Boluwaji Ogunroti, and I'll be doing this presentation, giving this presentation with the topic phone users report from April to May 2024. Introduction. We'll be exploring the demands for different phone types in relationship to gender, age range, and monthly income. We'll examine the trends, insight, and discuss practical strategies to increase demand. All right, so the process workflow for this project is from number one, data collections, then from collection of data to data cleaning, which actually took a whole lot of time in doing, and then move to analysis and insights, and then to the data visualization, then recommendation and conclusion. All right, so we have the unclean data set here. This was the data provided on which I had to work on where we have the timestamp, gender, favorite color, religion, age range, state, iOS or Android, how many hours do you spend, and so on. We have the monthly income range, average monthly expense, and monthly savings. So this is the unclean data that was used for this presentation. So the process workflow, oh, sorry. Then from there, the data cleaning process. So the process involved in cleaning the data, the unclean data that was given was first had to change the values of foreign currencies to Naira using the current exchange rate. Because from the unclean data that I was given, I noticed that some of the values given there were not in the same currency. So I had to change those values using the current exchange rate, then the next is I applied conditional formatting on the required columns, and also formatted and transformed the table to a standard Excel worksheet. And after the process, then I came up with this clean data set, which was what I used then for the visualization and other things. All right, so this is the data. This is the clean data set after working on the unclean data. And so because of time, I'm trying to rush. So our insight and analysis, we have the total number examined was about 132, and then number of states 23. The gender types that we have male and female. Then the average monthly income, which is 259,192 naira, and then this average monthly income was derived by calculating the sum of the monthly income of all the of
all the individuals examined, then divided by the total number examined. So that was the total, the sum of everyone's monthly income divided by the number of people in the data set. And also average monthly expense was also done by getting the average of the amounts expended per month. And so after that, I came up with this the data visualization for this. So we have the gender distribution, where we have the number of female to be 64 and the number of male to be 82. Then our color distribution, we're able to come up with the different colors of phones that was examined, and we have different colors from blue to black, white, red, like that. And so this visualization shows that blue has the highest number of patronage. So the favorite color of most of those that we took their data was blue. And so we have that color distribution. And so we also have the phone by gender, then the number of Android, the genders that use Android, like the number of female that use Android, number of male also that use Android, the number of female that use iOS phones, and then also both, like that. And then this is what we're able to derive. And then also we'll move to the top 5 states. So we discovered that Lagos came first in this. After that, then we have Rivers, then Ogun State, Oyo State, and then Akwa Ibom State. This is the list of the top 5, among others which are not the top 5. And so, okay, now the other part of the visualization is the income by phone type. So we saw based on the income of the people, we saw those that you know, the income was grouped into two. We were told to group it above, to be above 100K, 100,000, and also below 100,000. And so the number of those that have an income of above 100,000 that use Android is about 43. And then those that earn below 100,000 that use Android is about 23. And also those that earn above 100,000 that use both Android and iOS phones is just 2. And then also for those that earn below above 100,000 that use iOS phones alone are about 37, and those that earn below that use iOS phones alone is about 24. And also we have the age by phone type, which was grouped into the age range of 18 to 25 years old, 26 to 35 years, then 36 and above, and we also have below 18. And so we're able to derive those that use Android and those that use iOS and those that use both, that falls within this age range that we have here. And also we have our monthly expense by gender. Monthly expense by gender, we saw the sum of those that earn above, those that spend over 100K, over 100,000 for male, about 38, and those that spend below 100,000 that are male are just about 30, and those that spend above 100,000 that are female are 27, and those that spend below female are 37. All right. So the recommendations given based on the visuals that we got is that more attention should be given to Lagos State because it has the highest number of persons with phones. So we should give more attention to Lagos State being the top. Also, more phones to be produced in blue color since it is the favorite of most customers. Then phones in colors like twilight blue, maroon, teal, chocolate brown, gray, cream, and light blue should be scrapped, seeing that they only have just about one demand each. So they don't have a lot of demand, so it's better to scrap them and focus on the phones that the colors that the people like most. Then also those within the age range of 26 to 35 should be given more attention, seeing that they constitute most of the phone users. So those that use more phones are those within the age range of 26 and 35. So attention should be given to those within that age range, since they are prospective customers. All right. Then the conclusion is that this project created a comprehensive and relatable dashboard alongside insights and recommendations using the provided data sets, which would help in decision making. And I think with this, I've come to the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Mr. Boluwaji, I must confess, this is a great job. Thank you so much for dishing out this to us. Like, this is highly commendable. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I'm saying a great, well done job for this. But the one thing that gives me joy is your recommendation. When you give me the recommendation, I can use that to judge you, like to judge if I've done a great job or not. Yeah, so I love the recommendation. Is outstanding. But the only issue I have is your dashboard. I understand that we are all guys and we are not very good in creating all these beautiful charts, because with me, I'm just seeing those charts, the red, the blue, so I don't know if you can just have an alignment, use colors that make I look very good. So that would be very well okay. I love your title. Yeah. The title actually focus on the data. And this is actually outstanding. Yeah, you did a great job. But let me point out something. You can just come to slide 8.
Okay, sir.
Look at slide 8 and 9, and then we go.
Okay.
This is cool. This is very cool. So one thing I just want to say is, when you are giving a data label, look at this x-axis. Can you see? Can you come to gender distribution? Distribution. So at the left, this y-axis, y-axis, yes, y-axis. Good. So you can remove that y-axis, like all this number. Since you already labeled, so you can remove it across all the charts.
Okay, noted, sir.
Yeah, that's that. So I believe this is very cool, but you do not add some spices to your charts, maybe because of them, I don't know. All these slides are just to make it at least interactive to some extent. And also, if you look at this color distribution, it's too long. It's too long. So, in fact, the largest or highest number of bars it should have is 7. Yeah, isn't either a bar chart or a column chart. So, what about if I now have like 50? Are you going to put all the 50 on the chart? No. So, the highest numbers of bar you want to have is 7. That's the highest. So, 5 is okay. 6 is okay. 7 maximum. So, don't give us all the colors. Yeah. So,
all right.
Better to. This is a great job, Mr. Buluaji. I will not deceive you, but it's a great job. Thank you so much for giving us this. So please, other corrections you feel applies to yours, this can just apply it. Can we have Mr. Ansikap now? Yeah, let's have Mr. Ansikap. Yeah, welcome, sir. Yeah, it's a great job, Mr. Buluaji. Highly commendable.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me help you with presentation now, Mr. Buluaji. So just a moment, please. Oh, Miss Rofia, I don't know why you cannot view his dashboard. Can you stop sharing? Okay, so let me let me share now. Okay, Mr. Ansekak, let's have you now. So I'm sharing my screen now so I can take Mr. Ansekak. All right, so I believe my screen is up now. So let me take Mr. Ansekak. Mr. Ansekak.
Yes, I'm with you, sir.
The floor is yours, sir.
Good evening, my instructor and co-instructor and my colleagues. It's good to have you on board. This is a survey done by Better Life for All People It is an NGO. They want to examine the impact of phone and data expenditure on monthly income and savings. It is done by Sikak Abasiona in conjunction with Easy Technology. Please, next slide, sir. This is the Excel project investigating the impact of phone and data expenditure on monthly income and savings of respondents across Nigeria state between April 28 to May 4, 2024. Yes, sir. The problem statement: phone and data expenditure directly impact monthly income by reducing the amount of money available to save and to spend on other items, as a larger portion of the income is dedicated to phone and data costs. Next slide, sir. The process workflow: data collection, data cleaning, data analysis and insight, data visualization, recommendation, and conclusion. Next, sir. This is the unclean data set as collected from source. Next slide, sir. Data cleaning process: deleting of incomplete records and unwanted values using various Excel commands, application of conditional formatting on required rows and columns, and then formatting to Excel standard table. Next slide, sir. After the cleaning, we have the cleaned data sets. Next slide, sir. Analysis and insights. Total number of respondents is 78. Distribution by gender, we have male 36 and female 42. And top 5 states include Lagos, Akwa Ibom, Ogun, Oyo, and Ekiti states. Monthly income range: the lowest band is 15,000 and the highest band is 1.8 million. Then the total monthly expenditure on data is 376,705 naira, and being that it was weekly, it was multiplied averagely by 4 to arrive on a monthly expenditure. Since the income is on monthly basis and this was multiplied by 4, we arrive at 1.5. That's 1,507,100. Then the total monthly saving is 5,686,000. Expenditure by age: we have that from age range 18 to 25, they spend 47,200 on data and phone, and the age range between 26 to 35, they spend 183,200. Above 36 and above, they spend 146,375 naira. Next slide, sir. Data visualization. All process done. I'll just pick on most important thing relating to this survey. We have seen that the age, the total number of respondents of 15, male is 36 and female is 42. And which age range spend much more on data and phone? If we look at the data expenditure by age range, the 26 to 35 age range, they spend much more money on data and phones. And if we look at number online hours per week, it is the same set of people, 26 to 35, they spend much more hours per week online. And we look at what are they doing online. That is, this brings us to the 3 most used social media. We look at the WhatsApp, and we look at the Instagram. Instagram is the most used social media, followed by Facebook, followed by WhatsApp. And this is a true representation of what is happening in the society. The youth, this age range is on the youth. It means that the youth spend much more money on their data and on social media, which is WhatsApp and others, as we can see. Now we move to recommendation. Next slide, sir. Recommendation. The most affected age range is 26 to 35. This is age range representing the youth. Therefore, the following suggestions are recommended. The youth need to be engaged in experiences and activities that help young people develop social, emotional, and physical and cognitive skills. Programs and interventions that recognize youth, young people's strength and promote positive development should be established. Support network that help young people to participate in community life and effect positive social change should be encouraged. Youth should be encouraged to save for the rainy day. Next slide, sir. Limitation. The data provided is not a true representation of the survey. Data expenses is measured in week, that is from 28th of April to 4th of May 2024. While the income and saving is measured in months, the analyst had to put measures in place to arrive at a realistic report. Next slide, sir. Conclusion. Data expenditure directly impact monthly income by reducing the amount of money available to save or spend on other items. As a larger portion of income is dedicated to data costs, essentially lowering the disposable income, the higher the data expenditure, the lower the net monthly income after expenses. It is important to consider the recommendation. Next slide, sir. Thank you. This is the end of my representation.
This is outstanding. Like, outstanding. Wow.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. You nailed it.
Sir.
Wow. I was just smiling. Okay, Miss Fortune, your hand is raised. I would love to hear from you. Miss Fortune, your hand is raised. Yeah.
Okay, can I be heard? This was absolutely outstanding. Oh my goodness, I am so floored. I am so floored at how well this was done. Like, wow, wow,
Thank you,
wow, 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 wow. It was a very refreshing take on the data set.
Exactly.
Because one thing that happens when you are given a data set is that because a lot of people tend to already have the preconceived notion that analysis usually, or data analysis is usually within sales, purchasing, the market, the business market. So it's very refreshing to see a take on this data set that tackled socio-economic issues and not just coming from the sales aspect. It was absolutely wonderful.
Exactly.
Very, very good job.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
And the fact that you're able to tie it, I'm hearing youths. Like, this is outstanding. Like, I almost do not have anything to say. Like, a feedback that just to appreciate you for a well done job. Like, now, what's on my mind? Please, after this section, okay, after your 10 days bootcamp, please convert it to PDF and share your LinkedIn, please. And please, when you are sharing your LinkedIn, please write expressly. Don't just write 3 lines and share. I've been seeing your mini projects. I said mini projects. Your 10 days challenge. Some of you have not been doing it well, but please, when it comes to project presentation, in fact, you can have a section for all your projects on your LinkedIn. Just check it out. A section, just like your work experience is a section, your about is a section, so you can have project as a section. Go and check your LinkedIn, you'll be able to figure out that, and then place all your projects. It's a well done job, like no cap. And I don't know also, if you're looking for a job, one of the strategies I will suggest is if you can create a video, you explaining these projects. I can tell you for a fact, it goes a very long way in helping you get recommendation, get a remote job, or yes, I can tell you for a fact. So just use all this screen recorder, record yourself, and just walk us through it in 2 to 5 minutes. Just walk us through, and then that video, put it on your LinkedIn. I also have mine also on LinkedIn, so you can do that, and that will actually, it's a great job. I will not deceive you.
Thank you, sir.
Now, my feedback. The first thing I observed was you were reading. I knew that you've done the job. I knew, no doubt about it from what you've done. But one thing I observed was you just read. So please, I would love you to minimize the reading and just focus more on, just give us the bullet point and then we can read alongside while you make your presentation, right? So that's one.
Yes.
And in fact, I love your projects. I don't know. I love your projects. Like, I love it. You really, you went deep. And also, even when you are presenting, I love the way you're able to tie this chart to that chart, this chart to that chart. It stood out. In fact, my mind is telling me that I'm going to go back to this recording and listen to your presentation specially. You've done a great job, Mr. Ansikak. Thank you so much for giving us this. Good
Thank
of
you, sir.
time. Let's take other student. Good of time. So the last student we are taking for tonight's section is Mrs. Live. Miss Live, do you want to go now? Let's take you now. Thank you so much. I love this reaction. Miss Live, do we have you now? Do we have you now? Do we have you now, Miss Live? Miss Live, are you there? Miss Live, go. Oh, she's not there. Okay, so we need to call it we need to call it a night at this point. For those who have not presented, I don't know why. Mr. Dekunle, Miss Yoyinka, and so many, Miss Temilola. I don't know why you have not presented though. I don't know why. But after today, there is no other day we are scheduling for presentation. For those that presented, please work on your corrections, and I would love to see those corrections. And then I can give you go ahead to publish those projects on your portfolio, right? Thank you so much. But let's take questions, please. If you have any questions so far, please, I would love to take all those questions now. If you have any question, please raise your hand. Let's take questions. Let's take feedback from you too. Okay, Miss Priscilla, your hand is raised. Do you have questions for me? Yeah. Miss Priscilla, your hand is raised. Do you have questions?
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Not question, sir. Presentation.
Okay,
I
I have
don't
to,
know.
I have to drop
Can
your
you hear
name.
me, sir?
I have to drop your name. Do not drop your name.
Oh, I don't know, sir. I was not in class.
Oh yeah, can you do that in the next 3 minutes? So you want to share
Okay,
your
sir.
screen now and walk us through your presentation. And if you are
All
there,
right.
you have not presented and you are prepared, I ask you to drop your name. I ask you to drop your names.
Why isn't? Sir, are you seeing it now?
Not yet. Are you sharing your screen already?
Yes, sir.
I cannot see it.
I don't know why it's not.
You don't know why.
Yes, I'm pressing the entire screen and it's not okay. I've seen it. Is it showing now, sir?
It's coming up. Yes, I can see your screen now. So let's have in the next 3 minutes, please. Next 3 minutes.
Good evening, sirs. My name is Olatunde Temilola Priscilla, and my project's title is Social Media Usage and Mobile Trends in Nigeria. And duration of the survey is 28 April to 5th May 2024. As you all know, that mobile technology and social media plays a crucial role in communication, and it is not well, but the factors affecting it are not well known. And the objective is to analyze the impact of demographic factors on social media usage and to examine the role of economic factors in phone preference and social media usage. The problem of study is that there's limited research on how some factors and economic condition influence the choice of social media platforms and mobile phone preferences. The analysis flowchart is data collection. From data collection, I did the data cleaning, then the data analysis, data visualization, recommendation, and the conclusion. Then this is the data on clean data set that we got that shows the timestamp, gender, everything. And we have so many inconsistencies. We have like 2 rows of inconsistencies in this data set. Then the data cleaning process is removal of pseudo values, that is values that are not valid, like blank rows, rows that have invalid or invalid data. And secondly, I use the find and select command to reconcile and correct values. Then I added addition of currency symbol to Naira symbol to all values in column I, and also conversion of the data set into standard Excel table. The insight is we have total respondents of 132 people, and total phone type, we have iOS and Android, which is 2. Total number of states, we have 24 states. And total number of social media, we have 10 social media. Okay, I'm sorry, I missed my clean, I jumped my clean data set. This is the clean data set after I have removed inconsistencies and every other things needed to be done. Then this is the data visualization. We have gender by distribution. We have 68. Sir, please, can you see it? Can you see it very well there?
Yes, we can see it very well.
Okay. We have 68 male and 64 female. And distribution by color, we have seen that blue, black, and white to purple or to green are the most significant colors that people buy. Then we also have top 5 states. Lagos is the top 5 states that responded to the data, to the questionnaire. Sorry. Then we also have phone type by gender. We've seen that female using Android. Sorry, sir. Using Android, we have 32 female and 37 male. And for iOS, we have 32 female also and 29 male. And also distribution by social media, WhatsApp and X are the commonly used social media to Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. They are the top 5. Then we also have the monthly income by phone type. Monthly income by phone type, we have above monthly income by phone type, we have above 100K. Above 100K, we have 37 Android users. We have 2 that use both Android and iOS. And for iOS, we have 32 users. And for people below 100K, we have 32 Android users. We have 29 iOS users. And we also have our social media users by age. We've seen that the age that used social media, WhatsApp social media the most is 26 to 35, followed by 18 to 25, then followed by 36 and above. Then below 18 is just 1. And for Twitter, we have 26 to 35, they use it the most. 40 to 25 users use X, and 18 to 25 age range use X, and 36 and above use X too. And to Instagram, we have 26 to 35, they also use Instagram the more, and 36 and above, followed by 36 and above, then 18 and 25. To Facebook also uses the largest the largest age range that use Facebook is 26 to 35. And with all this, we have seen that the age rate that use social media the most is 26 to 25 to 35, which are the youths. And the monthly income by state, I group it into above 100K. And in Lagos, we have 25 users. We have 25 respondents that are collecting that are any above 100K, followed by Oyo and Akwa Ibom. And also the daily response trend. This is how people are responding, how many people that respond per day. So from on 29th April, that was the highest response we have, followed by 30th April to 13 to 22, then to 13, down to 1. That is, it got the lowest response was on the last day, which is the 5th of May. And we also have age by phone type. Age by phone type, we have 18 to 25. Sorry, sir. I don't know. Age by phone type, we have 18 to 25, there are 29 users. Then 25 to 35, there are 63. Then 36 and above, 18. Below 18, that's 2. Sorry. Then we also have monthly expense by gender too. Above 100K, we have female 25, male 26, female 39, and male below 100K, female 39, and male 42. And with this, I will recommend that I recommended that WhatsApp and Facebook are the most popular platform. So marketing and customer engagement efforts on this platform should be prioritized because the company deals with digital marketing and they also sell phones. So they need to do more customer engagement on this platform because people uses WhatsApp and Facebook the more. Then we also use budget friendly phone plans and installment payment should be offered as a significant amount of users earn below 100K monthly. So because they sell phone, they can offer installment payment to the users so that they will be able to buy it at their own any rate. Then we also have Lagos has the highest number of high income users. Therefore, premium phone like iOS and data plan promotion should be focused on Lagos. The limitation is inaccurate, incomplete, or inconsistent data, which was done in the data clean, then insufficient data result. That is, the 132 is not something that we can really say we can categorize for all population, but it is something we can still get valuable insight from. Then the analysis shows that WhatsApp and Facebook are key marketing channels. Android dominates the market, and income levels influence smartphone choices. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Me too, I want to thank you. It's a great job. Miss Temilola, you have done a great job. I'm proud of you. Like, in fact, you've done a great job from my end. I want to
Thank you.
appreciate you for putting all this together, clean the data, analyzing the data, putting it on the PowerPoint slide, using color range. No. Well done. I am proud of you. Great
Thank
job.
you, sir.
Okay. I will just say this, all the correction have been made that applies to you. Please just you structure it, add it to it. I believe it's going to look much more better.
All
Thank
right,
you
sir.
so much for a wonderful section with Cohort. For it, you made me proud, no doubt about it. And to all those who have presented, please let's work on our corrections, make it look better. See, any correction I've made, the goal is to help you work on those corrections and make you better. So don't feel bad at all. Are you there? Good. Don't feel bad at all. Are you there? Good. So please, let's work on all these corrections, make it look good. Let's put it out there for people to consume. Is a valuable tool that we can showcase. Thank you so much. Do take care of yourself. If there are no questions, see you in the next class. Take care of yourself. Can you drop me your names before you log out of the class? That'll be all for now. Bye.
Mama.